In this video, I'm going to be going over the best budget cards to be buying right now in NBA 2K24 My Team. I do consider any budget card in the game right now to be under 15,000 MT. There might be a couple sapphires that are like 16,750, like some of these sapphires are in the 2K day set, but there's not going to be anything above that. It's just going to be all the cards that I think are amazing for under 15,000 MT. So there's not going to be a limit of how many cards we go over in this video. There's not going to be only at certain positions, just all the best budget cards in the game right now that I think you guys will like to have on your budget squads or no money spent team. So I got a lot of cards to go over, so let's just hop right into it. First card I want to talk about is going to be from the series 1 set. I want to get these cards out of the way. I feel like they're very obvious, but they are really top budget cards in the game. First one is going to be Sapphire Giannis. You get a 7-foot power forward who can do everything on the court at a high level. We know Giannis can defend really well, and he's such a good slasher. The fact that Giannis is 7 foot with the speed, the athleticism, and we all know he gets some of the best animations in the game, whether it's on defense or offense. So having the Sapphire Giannis, I feel like is a must-have for people that don't have the Ruby Giannis from the Pro Pass. So he's going to be the first budget card I want to talk about. The next one is if we scroll down to the Clippers here, I think Sapphire Kawhi is actually a very underrated card in the game right now. 6'7" at small forward. I think he's got a very competent jump shot. It's not a crazy fast release or anything too glitchy, but it's really good in the catch and shoot, and we know Kawhi is going to be a pest on ball. You know, even if his stats and badges really aren't the best for defense, we know Kawhi is still going to be an absolute lock. So I would say Kawhi Leonard, one of the better budget small forwards in the game, and a card I would most likely recommend picking up. So now the next two cards I want to talk about are both going to be from the LA Lakers, and it's Sapphire LeBron and Sapphire Anthony Davis. LeBron, very similar to Giannis, is just because of his size, his player model, and his animations he gets in game, some of the best defensive animations and some of the best slashing animations in the game. And then Anthony Davis is almost a must-have budget center. Like, I'm probably going to pick up this Anthony Davis card, not because he can shoot the 3-ball very well, but because he's a good defender and he has fairly good speed with 68 speed, 67 acceleration, compared to some other centers I want to talk about in this video that really don't have the fastest speed. So if you're looking for more of a mobile big, a guy that can play laterally, right? Like if you look at his lateral quickness, it's going to be a 68, which is a ton better than some of the other budget centers in the game. So Anthony Davis, I think, is kind of a must-have budget center, at least right now in the game, for under 15k. So Anthony Davis, definitely a budget card I would recommend. And then scrolling even further down in the series 1 collection, there's just a couple more cards I wanted to talk about. First one here being with Victor Wembanyama. Yes, he's super slow and he's not as overpowered as he once was when the game first dropped, but he's still 7'5" at that center position for 5,000 MT, which I believe is the most expensive gold in the game. So 2K definitely knew what they were doing there. But yeah, Victor, 7'5", some of the glitchiest animations. The card on paper though is completely terrible. I mean, he can shoot a mid-range, which is nice, but the card's got no speed, but he's still an absolute demigod at the center's position. From the Suns, I'm not really a big fan of. Booker's not bad, but I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin Durant this year, at least so far. He needs to get a better card and a better jump shot, so we'll have to see with future Kevin Durant cards. Right now, I don't think he's too great of a budget card. And then one of the last ones I wanted to talk about from the Series 1 collection is going to be the Sapphire Steph Curry, and he might be one of the best budget cards in the game. So if you guys are trying to spend your MT wisely and you're looking for a point guard, I think Curry is the first point guard you should pick up on the auction house, unless you have a Dame, obviously, or a Joe Dumars, or maybe like a Jerry West or a Kyrie Irving. But if we're talking strictly about budget teams and budget cards, I would say Curry is your must-have pickup. If you get 11,000 MT, the first card I'd recommend, if you get 11.5k, I'm picking up Steph Curry. He is such a game changer for budget cards. Budget teams, you know, nobody spend players. He's such a game changer. This is the card I would definitely recommend. So that's going to pretty much do it for the Series 1 cards. The other one I wanted to talk about that I'm starting not to like that much, but it's going to be from the Wizards. And for some reason, I can't scroll over and see him, but it's going to be, I keep forgetting that Kristaps is now on the Celtics. For some reason, it's just ingrained in my mind that he's on the Wizards still, but Kristaps is on the Celtics, and he is 7'3" at the center position for only 5,000 MT as an Emerald card. He can stretch the floor out with a 72 3-ball. He can knock down threes. He's just super slow, just like Victor Wembanyama, with only 25 speed, 25 acceleration. So once again, just like Victor, you can run the card if you want to. But I mean, he's going to be very, very slow. And then the final card I actually wanted to talk about is going to be this It's going to be this Emerald James Harden. I think he's underrated if you like his jump shot. and you like his dribble sigs, he can definitely cook on offense, but I know he's not really for everybody. So yeah, those are the main Series 1 cards I wanted to talk about when we're talking about the best budget cards in the game, but there's still so many other great budget cards to go over, like the Sapphire Glenn Rice. He's just a really good all-around small forward with a knockdown jump shot, 6'8" at small forward, 82 3-ball, 82 mid-range. He can drive to the basket. Not a great defender, but Glenn Rice is more of an offensive card and does have a knockdown 3. Talking about a card that's got a knockdown 3 is this Sapphire Wesley Matthews, 6'5" at the shooting guard position with an 81 3-ball. And I will say, one of my favorite jump shots in the game right now, currently, in the catch and shoot. So if you're looking for a spot up, a guy that can just knock down threes for days, I think Wesley Matthews is your pickup. He's also got 75 speed, 75 acceleration, and can somewhat move on the offensive end. And similar to Wesley Matthews is going to be Mike Miller. All three of the Sapphires from the legendary pass set for Damian Lillard are all amazing budget cards in the game. And I would say, like, you know, some of the best budget cards. But then you also look at the Emerald cards from that Damian Lillard path, and you got 2-3 really good Emerald budget cards in Robert Pack. I mean, this card, he really surprised me, man. This card going to the basket is elite at rim running. He's got a 78 3-pointer, a decent jump shot, 86 ball handle. He's fairly quick with 79 in the speed category. So if you're looking for a really cheap point guard, I think Robert Pack is definitely a must pickup. And then we're talking about Shaedon Sharpe. He's a really good offensive 2 guard, can slash to the basket. And Al Harrington actually surprised me a ton, you know, trying out this card in game. He's really good stats wise. Jump shot, maybe not the best in the world. I mean, it's actually a pretty decent jump shot. So I would say these 3 Sapphires from the Damian Lillard legendary pass set, and also the 3 Emeralds, you know, besides Bryant Reeves, are really, really elite budget cards. And then you also do have Goran Dragic in there, who's probably the best gold card in the game right now. He's a very viable point guard, even though he's a gold. So for salary cap, he's definitely a budget card I would recommend. And just in general, he can be a very viable option. I want to talk about some underrated budget cards in the game. First one is going to be Tony Kukoc. Haven't really seen anybody talk about this card. He's 6'11" at small forward, you know, with a decent jump shot, decent 3-ball, you know, maybe not the quickest card in the game, but to be 6'11" for a budget small forward who can also play power forward and stretch out the floor, I think is really valuable and very, very helpful. The other cards I wanted to talk about is going to be that dynamic duo. Let me just quickly find what set they're in. It's going to be Antoine Jamison and Caron Butler. I think these 2 cards are very, very good together. Have it written down. Like, if you want to run these cards, I would run them together as a duo. You got Antoine Jamison, he's 6'9" at the power forward spot, and then you can run Caron Butler, who I believe is somewhere in here, right? Where's Caron Butler? I know he's here somewhere. I just don't think I have him purchased. Caron Butler, is he in this set? I would assume he's probably in the same set as... Is he not? Where's Caron Butler? Am I blind? I think I'm missing something. Am I missing Caron Butler? Wait, what? Hold on, where did Caron Butler go? Am I? Okay, I gotta be blind. But Caron Butler is in here somewhere. I just have no idea. Okay, I'm blind. Caron Butler's right here. But yeah, so you can run this dynamic duo of Caron Butler and Antoine Jamison. Both these cards go up to a ruby, and they're some of the best budget cards in the game. A really good duo together. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Actually, besides one card, sorry, one more card I wanted to talk about is this Emerald Rafe LaFrance. He's a really good budget center and a card I would definitely recommend picking up. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any other suggestions and recommendations for budget cards. I think all the cards I mentioned in this video are elite level and some of the best budget cards in my team. So you guys can go back, watch the video if you missed it, and kind of just, you know, see what positions you need, see how much MT you have to spend. I gave you guys some really cheap options, like some gold cards and some cheap emeralds, and then also some like sapphires that are still budget cards, but, you know, cost a little bit more, but are going to be that little bit better. But let me know in the comment section down below your guys' favorite budget cards in this budget cards in the game, and hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.